Monday night. Thanks for being with us here. We've got the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Now here's Rose. There's the drive. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see. I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Rose up top. So valuable for them offensively, adding 22 points a contest.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Pippen. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. The layup off target. And here's Denver. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right to the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be. A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
Either that, guys, or you're one of the photographers to get a good shot of it.
Robinson for 3. Reed with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Outside Jones. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Back to Pippen. And stolen by Jones. Pass to Rose. From deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Rose has got 11 points.
It was once a weakness, his outside shot, but for Rose now, he's lethal from outside. He's worked really hard to become so.
Now here's Rose. Denver moving it around. Chicago with a rebound. Pippen with it. He's picked up by Jones. Outside Murray. Pippen right side. Off target at the rim.
I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
Pass to Porzingis. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot in. It worked out for him.
Here's Murray. The 3 is up. And here's Pippen. Up top, Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already. Not the way you want to start a ball game.
From deep, Rose. The shot comes out.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Pass to Robinson. On the wing, Murray. There's the drive. Comes up empty down low. The Nuggets lead by 5. Rose with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Now Rose, 11 points in the game. Good work defensively by Robinson.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Murray. Robinson on the wing. To win the cold spell. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys? Lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Now here's Rose. No good on that one. 5 for 9 in the game. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Graham, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
I love to see Pippen hunting his shot, especially when he's got the position he wants inside.
Reed for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Takes it inside. Pippen outside. On target from range. Pippen's got 7 points.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Here's Rose. And again, it's Denver missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Zubats. Back to Pippen. There's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Chicago ahead. They lead by 3. After the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Yeah, what an aggressive take from Bane. So confident on these drives.
Pass to Vassell. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Bane. Here's Collins. Miles with a rebound. Vassell left side. Outside. Rondo. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Rondo. He's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Ryder. And he buries his first look.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And stolen by Bane. Out to DiVincenzo. He makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
DiVincenzo's got major bounce now. This kid is a big-time leaper. He can play at the rim and above it, too.
Pass to Vassell. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And what a jam by Bane, using his hops to do some damage at the rim.
And here's Millsap. Chicago with a rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Left side Bane. Chicago passing it around. He buries it from 3. And now it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Pass to Ryder. To the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
It's that nasty with the
Rondo gets the bucket.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Collins outside. On the wing, Bane. Pass to Jordan. Oh, it's stolen away. To the wing on the left. Here's Fry. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
From deep, Bane. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Now here's Rondo. He's got 6. Vassell with it. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Outside Bane. Just 5 to shoot.
not running. Really.
Not go. Misses off the front iron. Nuggets trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Vassell. Let's go with a 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Brian, back to you.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And here's Vassell from the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And talk about a guy who just keeps getting better and better and better. Vassell is one of the more complete players in this game.
And he nails the 3rd. 1:15 left to the second period. Chicago leading. Here is DiVincenzo. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And here's Collins for 3. And Millsap pulls it down.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Rondo gets the bucket. Rondo, he's got 8 here in this quarter.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
Kicks it out to Bane. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Jordan. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Here's Ryder.
You know, Millsap is one of the tougher defenders in the league, and you can see why. He's physically smart, he's tough, he's not easy to go up against.
Here's Vassell. Out to Millsap. To the left wing. Here's Miles. And he banks in the layup. Miles has gotten his first basket of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To stop the run. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Nuggets ahead, up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little free happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
Well, I like to see Pippen being this assertive at the rim. Puts that impressive athleticism to good use there.
And he makes it.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Murray deciding where to go with it. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, he is a legit 7 feet tall, so how hard can it be for Zubac to find the rim? I mean, he's already up there.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Murray inside. And Anunoby for 3. He drops it from range. And the Bulls lead by 1.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
It's Rondo on the take. Out to Millsap. Denver moving it around. On the wing, Vassell. 10 points for him. Shoots over Robinson. No good. In and out off the rim. And so Murray will bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Pippen. Fires the 3. And Millsap pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Doesn't go for him.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Pippen. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And Zubac is somebody you've got to keep off the glass, because when you don't, he's wreaking havoc on you.
Vassell outside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. This is his second trip to the line in the game. Now Pippen. He's got 11. Pass to Murray. Back to Pippen. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
You know, once he finds his rhythm, gets into a groove, he just needs to stay aggressive, and that's exactly what he's doing, making himself dangerous on offense.
Outside Reed. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Reed. Slam dunk by Reed.
Impressive one-hand slam right there.
As long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Zubac screen to the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Zubac really has a good feel and understanding of how to work off of the screen. He can run these sets virtually in his sleep.
Here's Rose. It's deflected. Pippen outside. Zubac screen. On the wing, Murray. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Duncan Robinson.
Drops in the 3.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Rose outside. Back to Reed. Looking to end the run. Kept alive. They kick it out to Porzingis. The putback. Left side O'Neal. Here's Rose. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Murray.
2 minutes.
Here's Pippen. And he throws it down with one hand.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ballgame right here.
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
Pass to Anunoby. Now Robinson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Rose with it. Checked by Murray. Reed for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Now just a 4-point Chicago lead. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Outside Robinson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oh, this is classic Rose. Never afraid to get physical with the D and finish on them.
He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip. Chicago with the ball. Outside Murray. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Oh, Murray rising up.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. Have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Timeout.
Decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
DeAndre Jordan, John Collins, Desmond Bain, Dante DiVincenzo.
Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. We down on the law, yeah, I got them. Quick shot.
So David
Timeout.
decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Nuggets fans, give it up for the Nuggets Fight Squad. And once again, fans, that was your Mile High City.
Here's Pippen. The 3 from Bain. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Bulls.
52.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 3. Here's Rose. Collins with the rebound. And so here is Chicago. Down low. And it's Collins with the dunk.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
Pass to Vassell. From the arc. They kick it out to Porzingis. From deep, Rose gets the three to fall. Rose has got 19 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's DiVincenzo.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Yeah, the three-point shot is an important part of Vassell's game and an important part of this offense.
Pass to Ryder. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Nice D from Reed.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
From deep, Rose. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Chicago leading. Payne surveying the D. Pass to Collins. Collins with the jam.
Whoa! Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Vassell, right side. And the three off target.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Collins, left side. Now here's DiVincenzo. And he drives in. Ryder can't get it to go. Nuggets trail by 4. Rose with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Pass to Porzingis. Jones from outside. Rebound by the Bulls.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second ball.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Denver now. Rose with it. Pass to Vassell. Jacks up a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. And here's Pippen. Murray from outside. Buries it from 3. And the Bulls lead by 7.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long.
Big time right there.
How about that authoritative punch by Pippen? Showing you just how strong he can be on finishes like that.
Here's Vassell. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. Now Murray. Pippen outside. Now Payne. He launches. Oh, it's out of bounds. Porzingis.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Rose. For 3. Jones. Just in time with the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
2 minutes
Outside Anunoby.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Pippen right side. Here's Anunoby. Misses the 3. Now here's Rose. Vassell fires. The 3 is in.
to fire Vassell from the corner.
Pippen outside.
Nuggets foul. Jones. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and he defends at a really high level.
Outside Vassell. And the three misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Jones comes with a double team. Pippen outside. Here's Murray. Quick two. All net.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Pippen outside. Now Zubac. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh yeah! He sinks the triple.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks.